So we've been taught completely in reverse about the way life works. So what the Matrix tells us, right, is that you need to work hard, you need to grind, you need to sweat your ass off, basically, and then you will achieve everything you want. But you really need to, put in all the effort and really basically work hard and sacrifice everything you got, all your energy. Even if you need to do something that you don't want, you need to do it because, well, there are no other options, basically. But this is false, okay? So they tell us that we need to do all these things and then we will be able to feel good, okay? So obviously they don't literally tell us that, in this way, but that's what it comes down to, right? You need to really have this mentality about life and go about life this way, and then you will be happy, okay? Then you can rest because, well, it's not like you can really rest, right? Because you need to work really hard and then you can feel good, okay? Work hard and the outcome is feel good. But actually, one of the main universal laws is the law of attraction. And this law is so powerful that, if we were taught about this law like in school, our lives would have completely turned out, so different from what we are used to, okay, for most people. Because essentially, what it states is that you need to feel good first, and then you will achieve or attract your dream life. Okay, so basically, you can put in all the work, all the labor, all the efforts, okay, physical effort in the world, and put all of that energy into your projects or whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're still thinking in lack, okay, if you still have a poverty mindset, then no matter what you do, okay, it can be so much, okay, effort that you put in, but you will never, achieve wealth or riches, because it's all, first of all, in your mind, okay? So if you want to become wealthy, if you want to really attract a, that luxurious dream life, that many people want, then it's not just about putting in the physical effort, okay? Because that alone will never make you rich, okay? So this is why the law of attraction is like at the foundation of everything, okay? So if you put in all the physical effort without being conscious that this law exists, or without actually consciously applying it, the chances that you will achieve, riches or wealth are, exceedingly lower than when you are aware of the law and when you do actually apply it, okay, in a conscious way. So this is why, the law of attraction, it's not something that we hear about, in like mainstream media, like you don't ever hear people talking about it like in schools, right? Or I don't know, like it's just something that people talk about in the spiritual community, but outside of that, we don't really hear about it. And there's a very good reason for it because, the law of attraction actually doesn't require you to necessarily put in so much physical effort. It's about feeling how you would feel if you would have already accomplished your goals or your dreams and then taking aligned action. And that's really how to live your life, okay, truly. So yeah, this is why you see a lot of people working so hard, okay, working a minimum wage job, okay, or even working multiple jobs, but they still have just enough to survive, okay? And they come home and they feel completely depleted because all their energy is gone, okay? They don't even have energy left for their passions, okay, to invest and what they're truly passionate about that could actually make them rich. Okay, but that's another topic. I'll discuss more about that in another video. But you need to become aware of this law. Okay, so yes, we've been taught to live in reverse. And if you live in reverse, so, LIVE, in reverse, what is that? Evil. When you live in reverse, it becomes evil, okay? Your life isn't good, okay? You're not living the way you're supposed to. And, this is why. It's because you are not in alignment with your true self, okay? And that means that you're not in alignment with the energy and vibration of love. And this is at the heart of everything, okay? When you operate from a state of love, naturally you attract what you want so much more easily, okay? But fear is the opposite of that, and many people have been brainwashed to live in fear, but you can't be in two states at the same time. So either you live in love, okay, in that energy, or you live in fear. It's one or the other, okay? And you know, most people, I think, live more in fear than in the vibration of love. Because if they would live more from a state of love, they would attract more beneficial circumstances, okay? Things that actually, work out for them. So yeah, and this is all about, it all comes down to, again, like remembering who you are, okay? If you're an atheist, then you may have a little bit more issues with understanding the vibration of love and why it's important to be in that energy as often as you can. But it's all basically because we are love itself, okay? The pure vibration of existence is love, okay? So that's its natural energy. So when you're in alignment with yourself, okay, your soul, then you naturally come from that energy, okay? You treat yourself lovingly, you treat others lovingly, and because you emit vibrations of love, what you love must actually become attracted to you, okay? So that's how it works, because you attract what you are, right? But you cannot live in survival mode at the same time, because you know as I said, you can only be in one state at the same time. So when people are programmed to be fearful about, money, or when they are in abusive relationships and they don't obviously feel good about, their relationship or about themselves, what they attract is more unfortunate circumstances, okay, most of the time. So, many people have, some things going good in their life, some things going not so well, or maybe, most things are going really well, and there's this one thing that really annoys them, okay? And they invest like 80 to 90% of their energy onto this thing that is going wrong. Listen, if you're doing that, you're setting yourself up for a disaster, okay? Because you're always emitting a signal out into the universe, okay? Your frequency emits, vibrations, and whatever you emit is coming right back to you, okay? So when you're focusing more on the negative than the positive in your life, the more negative things must come to you, okay? So whatever was going well in your life will either be taken away, or more negative circumstances will be added to your life, okay? So yeah, your thoughts are everything, okay? But more so your emotions. You need to be constantly aware of what you're feeling, okay? Because you're always feeling things for a reason. You never feel things for no reason, okay? It's always because you believe something to be true first. So you have to be, you have to analyze, like, why do you feel this way, okay? And then change that feeling, okay? And talk yourself into becoming more positive about the situation if that situation is negative, okay, in some way, okay? So you have to find some positive aspects, okay, or other things in your life that you can focus your energy on, so that you become more distracted from this negative thing. And the less you pay attention to the negative in your life, the more it has a chance to be, taken away from you, okay? To not be attracted to you anymore. It's crazy, but many people don't realize that the reason why these negative things, not only keep being attracted to them, but also why they stay in their life is because they're not letting go of it. Okay, they're holding on to it. So the more you say that, I don't want to be broke, I want more money, and but the more you pay attention to the fact that you don't have it, okay, the more you complain about it. Even if you are in a state of, okay, I want to manifest this, okay, but if more of your time and energy is going to the fact that you don't have it, then that will be your main experience, okay? Just more waiting, okay? um so yeah, become very conscious of your emotions because they're always telling you something, okay? Your emotions are your indicator of where you are in relationship to your desire. So the better you feel about something, that is a real true indicator that you're attracting more of what you want, or that what you want is coming. um so you don't really have much to worry about if you feel good about something. But if you feel negative about something, you need to pay attention, because it is an indicator that what you want will be taken away from you, okay? Or yeah, that you will lose it, or yeah, something like that, is going to happen if you don't, like, let's say, if you worry about your health and you don't shift your state to being more healthy, okay, then it is very likely that you will attract more um, circumstances where you will deteriorate in your health, okay? So um, yes, your emotions tell you where you are, in relationship to manifesting more of what you want, or the lack of it. Okay, so the better you feel, the more you're moving towards your desire, and the more negative you feel, the more you're moving away from it. So it's really that simple. Okay, so okay, I hope this was very helpful. If you desire one-on-one coaching with me, please check the link in my bio. And thank you so much. Bye.